I think there's a couple of reasons why you went down. I think that this thing actually can tell like sentiment. Like, is this like a negative connotation? You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah, dude, I really do think so. I know it sounds crazy, but like when I see people that don't have yaps, that aren't like they aren't into it, coming up and just saying, I don't agree with it, this is engagement, this is that, yada yada. I'm like, yeah, but like that's just because what you're used to. But now that I'm seeing the top 20 here, like Bando only has, he's been on the top at like 4 to 5% for say for as long as I can remember, but he has like 70 yaps and I have like half of him. And I just got in December and came up from like 50, 60 to top 10. You know what I mean? So it's like
Yeah.
there's a clear difference, and like you can see like the heartbeat little chart thingy, like like they show you like kind of what like the heat map, like what somebody's progress is on. But I don't know what I did to make it drop down. I'm guessing maybe when I was, I don't know, I have no idea. But I did earn today. Like when I look at the little board, John, I
Yeah,
earned,
some number 69 right now.
oh shit, I earned even more. I earned 3.23. So the last day, everything I'm doing is earned. It's progressively like stepping up in the right direction. One thing I'm definitely targeting is communities that are Kaido. So I go into them and people that are, need followers or whatever the case is, I just say, hey, like, are you on here trying to earn yaps? This is what I'm doing. You guys want to interact and fuck with each other? Like, I
I
think
think it's reported. It's. I don't do a good job reply guy either.
that's a huge, huge part of it is
Yeah.
reply guy. But the thing with replying, I was just trying to work with how do I grow more in the space because like I have 12,000 fucking 300 or whatever followers, but like I got three people in this space right now, and I know that yeah the algorithm yada yada yada, but it's like I have to do better. I have to make a better impact, like a bigger impact, especially me trying to do the kind of things I'm doing with say with the community and growing on that end. Like it's cool to have numbers, but like I'm not that guy that think that that's enough to float on. Like I need to make the real impact, and the numbers speak for themselves. Like I had to work hard to see like what is the math behind this yap thing, and it's not just typing yap yap yap, little stupid shit like that. Like I thought it was. That's not it at all. That does kind of like work, but this thing is AI. It updates itself. Like it's
Yeah.
growing. It's learning. So when they see people that are constantly like when I read this and heard this the first couple times, I was like, damn, this is crazy. This is exactly what I do, and I don't get any benefit. But this is the first thing that's going to reward the hard workers that provide value. That sometimes it doesn't get seen, but the AI scrapes these things. The AI goes through and it looks for who's making an impact. Like who are the people that should be rewarded and should be on these leaderboards. Like I don't have you know even 50% of the creators from say that we've collaborated and networked with showing up on a daily basis like they do for the rest of each other. But I can show you that I've contributed to say and made an impact, and I've grown and I've created a larger audience for myself. All of my numbers directly reflect that, and the like group chats and the interactions, the spaces, and the way things are growing. Like that's a direct result and byproduct of me focusing on like, all right, am I really contributing here? Like, sure, you're making a post, but is your post just a screenshot of a chart and saying "say is the way number going up"? Rocket. That's not value. I'm sorry, like that's gonna get your friends to click. That's the 300 likes, the 1.5K impressions, and like the average number like that. But like you're relying on that as like your base now, and now you're gonna see these guys that are at the top of those big numbers. I guarantee fucking to you, they're all gonna become content creators because I have a sneaky suspicion that Kaido is going to adapt to content outside of just text. They're gonna see. That's why I told you captions because if they look at your video, they're gonna pull the words. Like you need to keep that in mind because Kaido can't like visually see, they hallucinate, but if they can read those words, they're gonna register that shit quicker.
Yeah.
So
No. No. I can see just looking over it a little bit here.
mhm.
Um.
Well, let me get into it because I do have a whole thing written out that I kind of want to share with everybody because I spent some time with this today, like looking at the different announcements, seeing what was going on, this token. How are people really going to benefit by taking advantage of this? And I agree with the same people that are like, yo, this is fucking bullshit. I'm like, yeah, it kind of is, but like this is the bullshit that we're on. The part that doesn't seem like bullshit is AI being involved. That to me, I'm like, that seems like it takes some of the human like decision making out. Even though somebody had to create it, there's a founder, there's somebody that drives the bus. But I don't know. I like to say, or I like to say that I feel like outside of as much of me sharing, I think you guys should get involved type posts. The content is coming out better, and it's a bottom line. It's called a force of function that's providing this, and I want to get into that too. But let me go to the top here, and I think I'm live on. Yeah, I'm live on all of the channels here. This is recorded. Cool. 'Cause I'm gonna try to copy or take some of this content and dig into it. And I'm glad you're here for the conversation because you're one of the people that like I wanted you to be like, all right, this is gay, but now I think I need to pay attention to it because Sean won't shut up about it. And like sometimes I'm wrong, but this is one of those things I think that you specifically being a writer, like knowing you as the writer Trey, I was like, dog, this is your alley, dog. This is your fucking alley. You make fucking 5 dope posts a week about DeFi, about crypto, and all the TGEs. If you want to fuck with them, that's it. Like like me, I'm gonna host spaces. I'm gonna talk to people. I'm gonna teach them like how do you well, be you, be real, and like follow my post that like search my profile on your phone and type in yapping, yaps, how to yap, any of those kind of keywords, and like there's gonna be posts that are directly showing you. And I got 3 fucking yaps today. I haven't done this ever. I've only gotten like smidgens and little corners of shit. I have 3.23 today, and that's like for there to be a limited supply of this, such a small limited supply, I'm fucking doing something right. Like that's abundantly obvious to me. I still don't have any referrals because I suck at that part, but smart followers.
I don't think I've ever posted mine and I got more referrals than anything else.
You're a popular person. People like to like fucking interact and engage with you a lot. And like that's why you should take advantage of these things because you're also going to be the guy that says, I fucking hate the bullshit. But this is where I say to you, I do too, bro. Be the change. Like instead of saying I fucking hate it, show them how it should be done, and you are going to be rewarded the way that you should have been since day one. Not from somebody them gauging the value that you're bringing. It's something that's reading this. Like, is this good for the timeline? And if it's not, well, you're not getting rewarded. Like, yeah, maybe you can, figure out a way to get to the top of the leaderboard. But when you got a cat that's like 5x below you, halfway at your total, you're doing something wrong as far as value. It's obvious. And you can't argue that anymore. Like numbers are good, trust me.
Yeah.
But does it provide the value? Like when you go when you start getting to the level that you're like we're at now, where you're going to apply for funding, grants, you're going to get involved on a bigger. Am I going to provide value and create impact? I'm gonna say this till I fucking die because like that is what it comes down to. Like sure you can have a space, sure you can have a crowd, sure you can get it in a lot of reactions, you can get monetized for tweeting and posting and doing all that shit a lot, but can you fucking make an impact? Can you provide value? And you see the very clear difference when somebody's like, I got all these people in my space, but I don't even know how to talk about what I brought them here to talk about. Like, the people that like, oh, I got 300 fucking people to like this, but it's just a picture and 17 other people did it. It's just your algo's clicking and you got a better following. Like there's not a real value. And you're right. And like, we got an argument because we weren't seeing eye to eye, but like, that's the value of being fucking friends. Like, we can argue like that, and then it gives me perspective. Like I need to flip Trey to see the value. I don't need to fight with him on this. It's just like he's not wrong for feeling that way, and that's the thing going on right now. A lot of people are like, I think this person's better. I think this is bullshit. It's like I see your point, but like let's open up this fucking conversation a little bit and see what is the problem, and like do you really understand? Did you come to the space? Are you hanging out with the people here? Like the biggest indicator for me that you didn't understand it was seeing that Luca understands this, and like I know you see, and like you see a lot of value in that kind of person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for me, it was more of the like I didn't like the way that I understood that certain people were rewarding certain people for that. Like,
right.
It's like regardless of that level, there is still some difference on people who genuinely have some pull in the ecosystem.
For sure.
I'm not saying it's me, but like
you are a good example of that, though.
But okay, fuck it. Let's just be there. Like me, I have more pull than the top guys up there. Like You know, like
100%. And like, there's nothing wrong with that. But that's where, like, you see the clear abundant difference. You know a little bit more, like, past that. Like, what is the benefit of having?
It was so rewarded so much is the only thing that just kept irritating me. And there's other people that are down there like me,
Right.
that deserve it just as much like us. You're getting up there. You've been an OG forever.
I've been in this mother, like, I've been here long enough not to care what anybody, like,
mass of it, you know.
I've been here long enough where like Chris was like, "Oh, we're gonna roast some of your content soon." I was like, "Dude, I've been roasted for the last 3.5 years. I don't care. Like, it gets me better every time. Like, what's the thing they made fun of? Is it funny? Cool, I'm laughing with you. Is it something I can make better? Perfect. Is it something I can now lean on? Is this part of, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's the fun shit for me. Like, I'm not here to be like, "Oh, this guy made fun of me," or "Oh, I'm not good enough," or "Oh, I don't have as many." Fuck that, dude. Like, I've been number one to say, like, that shit don't matter if you're not having fun. None of this shit matters at all. So, you know.
That's true. That's true, man. Yeah, I don't know. It just I've been a community member for long, you know.
Hold on. Let me.
Hold on. I think someone's here. No, I'll be right back.
That's funny. Jay's dog's barking, and I'm barking at his dog through the space. But look, guys, if you're listening on the stream, hold on. It's gonna be wild. All right, I think